All right, man. I want to talk about what's made Abel Sanchez. The sun is gleaming this morning. We going towards the city this morning, so a little bit different. But what made Abel Sanchez so vocal about this Crawford and Canelo fight? I done seen like Canelo fight Berlanga, Plant, Jaime Munguia, and I really ain't seen Abel Sanchez. Is he Mexican? I don't know, but he's been very vocal. Now he's like, oh, there's no way that Crawford can knock out Canelo, Beeble couldn't, and that's respectable. That's honorable, but it's like, oh, there's no way he gonna win, and he gonna get hit by a mat. Like, why is he so vocal about this? I mean, you had Joel Diaz, saying that, oh, it's bad for boxing if Canelo lose, and if Crawford, why is it bad for boxing? Is bad now because of Canelo. Like, what's up with these Hispanic coaches and shit, man? Like, y'all talking about the fans, but a lot of these coaches, man, they getting out of body. Like, what they so nervous about, man? Like I told y'all, Canelo should win this fight. That's my thing about it. First, when people thought I brought up the fight, and I'm gonna explain this process to you too. And shout out to Bruce Vane, man. I mean, you can use anything off my channel. That go for anybody. I don't give a hell. Y'all got my permission to use what y'all want to use off my channel. Niggas that made diss videos, I don't report people. You got it. No, you got it. Straight out of Compton. Yeah, y'all got it, bro. So, but shout out to Dog. So they basically, like what's happened is this. You might get a fight and people start to overthink it. The more time you start overthinking it, sometimes it's a clear-cut decision to some people here. Oh, but this happened or that happened. You see a training video. Look here, man. I done seen highlights of NBA players like Killian Hayes. Oh, his jump shot has improved, and they clip it up on Instagram, and it looked good, boy. It looked good. But come the regular season, he can't hit the side of a barn. So you have to understand that a lot of this stuff that y'all look at, oh, they put this clip of him doing lazy mitts, or, oh, Bud look like a beast. Highlights and clips are designed. They are designed to make you look better than you are. It's the highlights. You don't get the bad shit. He could have rested for 50 minutes and then put that clip together. That could have been the first mitt routine that he had. All right? That's just what it is. So those are clips and highlights. Only they know how it's really going in training camp. All right? Only they know how it's really going. So I digress. But yeah. I mean, you jump in front of me just to go slow. I don't be getting. That's a nice little Jetta though. I give her that. I give Brad that. But yeah, you just, people start to overthink it and see the body. I told y'all, physically, when you see somebody look ripped up and cut up and strong, that don't mean they strong, bro. That don't mean that it's going to translate into competition. Y'all be thinking, oh, he got muscles and he got lats and delts and quads and, big arm. That don't mean nothing. That don't make you strong. That don't make you strong. I'm telling you. So we only gonna know what the performance is like in the ring come September 13th. Same thing for Canelo. I just want to get away from this Bronco, bro. Please get away. Like, women just can't drive, bro. Especially older women. Like, she's just driving so fucking dumb. But yeah, for the most part, the aesthetic, I'll be thinking, oh, it's the aesthetic, man. I'm telling y'all, some of the dudes the strongest dude I seen, y'all to never believe the strongest motherfuckers that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? You will be surprised. The guys with the big, okay, cool. But, only fight night we gonna see. Y'all taking clips of training and all that type of stuff and people's word for it. They supposed to sell the fight. They supposed to show you the best version of Canelo, the best version of Terence Crawford. But people try to overthink this. And I'm going to dig into the film. I would have did it yesterday, but I had a quick turnaround this morning. But Abel Sanchez and them are getting worried. Joel Diaz is getting worried. A lot of these Hispanic fans is getting worried because at the end of the day, we all know Canelo is one of the most overrated fighters in history because, Crawford don't have a chance. Okay, if it's so much of a lopsided thing, right? Why didn't he fight David Benavidez if Canelo was best for boxing? But Crawford, he ain't gonna knock him out, or he gonna get hit by a truck, or he don't have a chance because if Golovkin couldn't do it and that guy couldn't do it, there's no way that Crawford can do it. And I'm telling you, he can't do it in this, that, and the third. And at the end of the day, why are you so worried? Why do you feel like you have to convince people and sway people if it's going to be the inevitable? Now, he did say if he wins, he's probably top 10 or top 5. And he says that, Abel Sanchez, he can't win by robbery or controversy. Regardless, they're going to try to take the fight away from him. We all know they're in Las Vegas. That's old Mexico. They're in Las Vegas. So it's a favor Canelo. Vegas is pro Canelo. They let the UFC break their contract with the MGM to fight at the Spear for Canelo versus, was it Munguia or Berlanga? What was one of them? So Vegas is pro Canelo. Also, there's rumors that Crawford is going to retire after this fight, which nobody knows if it's true or not. And if he does retire after this particular fight, right, guess what? Vegas can't make no more money off of Terence Crawford. But Canelo will. But also, too, a lot of them other Canelo fights that he fighting under Turki Al-Sheikh is going to be in Saudi Arabia. So Canelo, for the most part, can be done, too. So that might be a wash. That might be a wash. But they are so nervous, and winning by controversy, depends on people. I felt that Mazzaglia beat Vergil Ortiz, but you have to understand when you're talking to people about a fight, and I've always omit this when I don't score it. When you talking about people with a fight, that first thing they say, oh, he did. They don't have a scorecard. So can you call it a robbery if you don't have a scorecard? You can't really call it a robbery because all rounds are not created equal. If you blow a guy out the water in a round and he don't, and it ain't, let's say you scored a 10-8, he didn't even drop it. It was so dominant, but then he go on or win the next 6 rounds. You dominate again for 10-8. Then he go 10-8 again, and then he dominate the last. He probably more than likely it's either a draw or he fucking gonna win the fight depending on what happened in those rounds that he won. Like, you have to score the fight, and then you get people that say, well, the point system. I'm not trying to hear shit about point system reform. This is the system that we in. So a lot of these people call it a robbery or controversy, and it's really null and voided because you don't have a scorecard. You don't have a scorecard. And that's just the God honest truth. When you don't have a scorecard, you can't call nothing a robbery other than maybe a knockout. You have to have a scorecard. Hate to say it, you need a scorecard. Because the way we need a new system, and I don't want to hear none of that shit. It's a nice ass vet. I don't want to hear that shit. This is the system that we have in place. This is the system that we have in place. But, man, they seem a little bit worried. They seem a little bit bothered. I'm getting over too. I'm so tired. I hate Telegraph. But you know what? You can have that. But that's the system that we in. So honestly, You know, Abel, them motherfuckers worried, bro. They were. And then, you know, I've talked about this. He's talking about, oh, you know, if I had Crawford, I'd have him fighting bigger guys and I'd keep his weight down. He looked bulk. People are making assumptions that, oh, Crawford is going to come in bulkier, or Crawford is he not training. Ain't nobody in that camp to know what he is and what he ain't doing but Bomac and Bernie and Saul and whoever the strength and conditioning coach. Only they really know what's going on. So he basically, he acting like they not doing some of the things that he's recommending they should do. I think most of the things that you're recommending is conventional wisdom. They understand that, you know, moving up to the 168-pound limit or whatever, they understand the pros and the cons of it. You know, they act like niggas is dumb. They act like black people is dumb. We get it. Well, he's too bulky. You know, I'm telling you, a lot of these people go off the aesthetics, bruh. Like, okay, he bulked up a little bit. If he gonna come in below he probably gonna come in 164, 165. But if he come in at 168, that's what they felt comfortable with. He got Victor Conti, a strength conditioning coach. He probably got a dietitian. They know exactly what they do. He took a year to build this body. It was a year to build this body. A year. So they know what they doing. Like Abel saying, they act like black people is fucking stupid. And our genetics don't run parallel with nobody else on this planet. You know what I'm saying? They are them black genes. Come on, man. But hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Kick, Twitch. Join the Patreon. Peace.